Welcome back, man. We back with another one. Man. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. I got some questions written down, man. We gonna get into it, man. I got some topics to touch on, man. I'ma need y'all answers. You feel me? I'ma need y'all answers, man. Tell me what y'all think about, or y'all opinions on the questions and what y'all life is like, cause I got life questions written down. So make sure you tune in, make sure you answer the questions, man. Make sure you feel me? They some good questions. So but yeah, though, man, we gonna get it started, man. Before we get it started, like I always say, don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, man. Stay focused, keep grinding, do what you need to do in order to be successful. And make sure you hit that sub and that like button for me, man. Hit that sub and that like button and them post notifications so you can see when I drop, man. I appreciate all the love and support, everybody tuning in. And locking in. I'm gonna wait for everybody to tune in though to ask the questions. Ask the questions to get started. But most importantly, what are you doing? What are you doing every day to make sure you're not wasting your time, your potential, your value, or your life? What actions are you taking that's that's not letting you waste your time, your potential, or your life, or your value. You feel me? You got to be taking some type of action. You got to be taking some type of steps, in order to be successful, in order to not be doing the things that I always say not to do. You feel me? So I always have some type of plan, some type of order, for your life that's gonna set you up to win, that's gonna set you up for success, that's gonna help you, grow, elevate, and evolve in life. You feel me? At the end of the day, just like I say, man, what are you doing? You wanna ask yourself, what am I doing that's changing my life every day? What am I doing you know that's not letting me waste my time, potential, my value, or my life? You feel me? So we gonna get right into the questions now that y'all tuned in, man. Make sure you hit that sub and that like button for me. I appreciate y'all. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? The first question is we gonna get in tune with is, what's one thing you would never do again in life? You feel me? What is one thing you would never do again in life? Let me know. Drop down in the chat, drop down in the comments. What is one thing that you would never do again in life? Let me know. Cause I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know what's one thing I would never do again in life. But if you know what you would never do again, man, drop it. Let me know. Shout out the Scenario. What's up, Scenario? If I said that right, what's up? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate the love and support for real. One thing that I would never do again in life is just simply like not managing my time. That's one thing that I would never do again in life. You feel me? Like I said, what's up? What's up? Shout out Jace Miller. What's up, Jace? How you feeling? Shout out Roblox Sean. What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling, man? If you had one message to the world, what would it be? One message to the world, I would say, man, live in your purpose. Make sure, you feel me, you not wasting your time, but make sure you living in your God-given purpose, and not wasting it. That's one message to the world I would give. Live in your God-given purpose. Whatever you feel like your purpose is, whatever you want to do in life, whatever you love to do at heart. Shout out Kayla. What's up, Kayla? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love. But yeah, though, live in your God-given purpose, man, and don't waste your time, Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life. That is my message to the world. What I say all the time, what I repeat all the time. Do not waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life, and live in your God-given purpose, Um, uh, I hope you feel better, Kayla. Keep going, keep striving. But yeah, though, like I said, what's one thing you would never do again in life, you feel me, that you have done already. Let me know. Drop down in the message, drop down in the chat one thing that you would never do again. And the one thing that I said is not wasting my time, like, and for it's gonna be the answer for another question too. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna, you know, sorry to hear that, Kayla. I'm sending prayers and blessings to you. Sorry to hear that. I'm sending prayers and blessings to you for real. Shout out Andres. What's up, Andres? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in. Any new viewers joining, make sure you hit that sub and that like button. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, or your life. Y'all, we gonna get to the next question. The next question is, what's the biggest lesson life has taught you? You feel me? Shout out Shamonique. If I said that right, what's up, Shamonique? How you feeling? How you feeling? Andrews, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Shout out Jacquees 4223. What's up? How you feeling? Nah, for real. I'm sending prayers and blessings to you, Kayla. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. But yeah, though, if you knew what's the biggest lesson life has taught you, man. Drop down the biggest lesson life has taught you. Shout out 33 Caro. Caro, son, what's up? How you feeling? Appreciate you for tuning in and showing love. I appreciate the love and support, man. But yeah, though, I say the biggest lesson life has taught me is to simply do not give up when things get hard. You feel me? When you are experiencing pain, do not give up. I feel like that's one of the biggest lessons life has taught me, because you are going to go through hardships, you are going to go through problems, you're going to go through pain, but you can't give up, you can't quit. You got to keep going, you got to keep loving yourself, you got to keep striving, you got to keep trying every day. You feel me? Know that you got a purpose in life and things will get better. You got to keep trying. It's fine, but one thing I don't know if I yeah, I feel that, Kayla. I feel that. Like I said, I wish you love, I wish you blessings, I wish you peace. I hope everything gets better. Keep your head up, keep striving, stay focused, stay in the, good headspace. Try to stay as positive, as much as you can. Everything will be fine, as long as you keep believing that. The biggest lesson in life has taught me is don't give up even if people let you down. Just don't give up and stand up for yourself. Facts. I'm a pen that Jace Miller. I'm a pen that facts. The biggest lesson in life has taught me, don't give up even if people let you down. Just don't give up and stand up for yourself. Facts, man. Make sure y'all, like I said, drop down what's the biggest lesson life has taught you, man. What is the biggest lesson to you that your life has taught you along the way? You feel me? Because like I said, you shouldn't, like, life gonna teach you, it's gonna teach you stand up for yourself. Is just like, you 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 basically defending yourself, and you at the end of the day showing up for yourself. Like, whenever you going through something, you have to be there for yourself. You can't quit, you can't give up, you can't, like, at the end of the day, it's cool to cry, it's cool to be sad, but you still have to keep going. You gotta still keep pushing. You gotta still focus. You gotta still, you want to be successful. You want to achieve things in life. At the end of the day, you don't want to quit. You don't want to give up. You want to keep striving. You want to keep working to be, to be better, to be greater. So yeah, man, like I said, the biggest lesson life has taught me, when you going through pain, when you going through hardships, do not give up, man. It's just for that moment. You gotta keep striving, you gotta keep working to be successful. Don't never quit. When things get hard and life brings challenges, you gotta push through. Everything will be better at the end of the day. Like I say, pain, problems, it's just igniting the fire inside of you at the end of the day. So keep pushing, keep striving, keep focusing on being better, keep grinding, keep working, keep striving. The next question I have, what's an unpopular opinion you will defend? What is an unpopular opinion that you would defend? I feel like a unpopular opinion that I will defend is basically like, let me see. I have to think for that question. An unpopular opinion that I would defend is just like, how can I say? Let me see. What's a good popular? Um, I don't know. That's kind of like a. It's kind of like a hard question because it's like I don't really know too many like unpopular opinions that I would defend. But if you do have one, drop down in the chat, drop down in the, you feel me, in the comment section, an unpopular opinion that you would defend. Drop it down below and let me know what you think. But the next question is, if you could go back 5 years, what would you tell yourself? You feel me? If you can go back in time 5 years, what advice would you have for yourself? Let me know. I say if I can go back 5 years, the advice that I would tell myself, or something that I would tell myself, is just, be patient. Like, I talk about patience a lot on my channel, but if I can go back in time to my younger self and just give myself some advice and let my younger self know something, something that they really need to know, it'll just be patient in life. Don't rush. Don't be trying to get things so quick and be in a rush. You have to be patient. Like I always talk about the turtle in the race. The turtle was patient, and then the tortoise or the rabbit was trying to rush and get to the finish line, and they ended up losing, So you want to take your time. You want to be patient. You don't want to rush, and then at the end of the day, you forget what's important. You don't pay attention to the values. You don't pay attention to the traits you need. You don't pay attention to nothing. You just, in a rush to get somewhere, and you not ready to be there yet. You in a rush to be somewhere in life, and you not ready to be there yet. So it's important for you to be patient and just wait. So that's something I would tell myself. I would tell myself to be patient and wait on, just wait. Don't be so quick to rush and make it and try to make it to the finish line. Take your time. That's something I would tell myself. But yeah, though, the next question that I have is, what's something everyone loves that you don't necessarily like? What is something that everyone loves that you necessarily don't like? Something that, trying to see, something that I'll say, something that everyone love, or something that everyone like to do is basically going out. Something that I don't like to do. Like, I'm not really a big outside person. I'm not really a big, club party. I'm more of a inside person. Like, I'm really big on, time to myself. I'm big on, spending time to myself, making sure I do what I need to do by myself. But if you haven't heard the question, make sure you drop down below what's your opinion or what you think on it. What's something everyone loves to do that you don't necessarily like to do? Like I said, I'm not too big on going outside. I say that, like, everybody might like going outside. Everybody might like club and party. I'm more of a inside person. I'm more of a to myself. I'm not big on being outside all the time. I rather, be inside, do what I need to do inside, and that's it. So I say that's big for me. Not going outside, taking care of my business, and spending time with myself. I say, and then the next question is, what's a decision that completely changed your life? Um, a decision that completely changed my life. I feel like when I started being consistent and disciplined, I feel like it changed and helped my life a lot because when I was when I started being consistent and disciplined, I seen a lot of changes. I seen a lot of different, how can I say it? A lot of things changed um within myself, and me looking back on it, on how I used to move, the things I used to do. I stopped doing it. I started having more order in my life. When you consistent, you start to see better results. You start, when you discipline, you start to see better results. So it's like, at the end of the day, when I started being consistent and disciplined, that's when my life started to change. So like I said, y'all, if you have any opinion or any, what's a decision that completely changed your life, make sure you drop it down below. Let me know what's something that changed your life, something that helped with your life at the end of the day. You feel me? Because like I said, when I started being consistent, when I started being disciplined, I felt like that's when my life started to change and things started to get better. I started having an order in my life, and that's when my life really started to change. So whenever your life started to change, make sure you drop down below and you drop your opinion, or uh, but yeah, though, make sure you stay focused, man, and stay on track. And then another question I have is, would you rather be rich or famous? You feel me? Would you rather be rich or famous? Now with that question, I'ma say I'd rather be wealthy, because, and it's a whole, it done messed up my it done messed up my whole conversation. The bug that got in the car. And I don't got time at all. But yeah, though, would you rather be rich or famous? And I say I'd rather be wealthy. Not really rich or famous, but wealthy. Like making sure I'm good and out the way, and everything taken care of. My money's right. I really don't care for like notoriety and to be known and to be seen. Things like that. I think my thing. Hold on, y'all. My fault, y'all. That's right. But yeah, though, I really don't care to be like known or seen, or those type of things. So I'd rather be wealthy and doing what I need to do and staying out the way to be successful. That's how I would like my life to be. I wouldn't care to be, famous, be in the way, be seen, known a lot. So that's what I say. And like I said, I'm gonna do a repeat of the questions, for the people that haven't heard them, or the people that would like to hear them and still drop down, what's their opinion on what they got going on, or what they think, or how they feel. Like I said, the first one was, what's one thing you would never do again in life? The second one was, what's the biggest lesson life has taught you while living? What's an unpopular opinion you will defend? And then, if you could go back 5 years, what would you tell yourself? What would you tell your past self? What would you tell yourself 5 years ago, to help you out? What's something everyone loves that you don't? Like I said, for that question, mine is like just going out. Like, I'm not big on like going out. I'll be chilling. I'm a big laid back chill person. What's something everyone loves that you don't? I think that's, yeah, I said it. What's a decision that completely changed your life? And then, would you rather be rich or famous? Would you rather be rich or famous? Which one? Which one? Which one? Cause I say, like I said, I'd rather be wealthy. I'd rather have a, certain amount of money and then basically like just duck off. Just basically duck off, get out the way, make my money, do what I gotta do, and stay out the way. I feel like that's the goal at the end of the day. That's what you should try to strive to, you know. Well, that's what I try to strive to. Everybody got their own, everybody got their own life that they want to live, things they want to do, things like that. So do what you gotta do. But yeah, though, y'all, I'm gonna move. We gonna move to live though. We gonna transform. So bear with me. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah, though, y'all, my fault. My fault. Yeah, Bill, y'all. Yeah, I tell y'all, man, it's important to stay focused, stay locked in, do what you need to do, keep grinding. Keep putting the work in. That's what I say, man. Keep grinding, keep working, keep putting the work in. You know, live in your purpose, man. Create the life that you want to create for yourself, you know. And show up every day. Show up every day, man. Show up every day. For real, for real. Let me see. Yeah, though, man, you gotta have a plan for yourself. You know, figure out. No, wait. My fault, y'all. My connection is terrible. What's up? What's up? Shout out J.O. Dantes. What's up, J.O.? How you feeling? Shout out John Dexter. What's up, John? Appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all, my fault, y'all. My connection is terrible. I ain't seen nobody. Shout out Tay2 Icy. What's up, brother? The other day I was crying because this girl's moving away. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn on my. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yeah, I couldn't see not one chat until now. Yeah, I should have got my what's his name out there. All right, Kayla, am I good now? I gotta Joe Dantes. I gotta see. I ain't never been there before. Yeah, I don't know why my stuff lagging. Cause you hear it like I don't know if y'all could hear the questions. I know the connection was probably terrible. I was asking all the questions and my stuff was lagging the whole time. But yeah though. Everybody just I got everybody commenting. Everybody typing in the chat and I can't see nothing. It wasn't even popping up. I think I said what was it? If you can if you can go back 5 years from now, if you can go back 5 years from now, what advice would you give yourself? What would you tell yourself 5 years ago? You know, my 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 box is before it's just on my nightstand. Yeah, it be like that, Kayla. I ain't gonna lie. It be like that. Like I said, I wish blessings. I wish peace to you. Hope everything work out. You know. But yeah, though, I hope my questions was going through, the questions I was asking and stuff. I know my stuff, like sometimes that be what I hate too. Like sometimes like when I be doing content in the car, I be hating like when my stuff be lagging and I can't see nobody what nobody saying in the chat. Yeah, it be messy, man. It be messy. But yeah though. Still gotta strive, still gotta keep staying focused, man. Stay on the right track at the end of the day. There's good. Yeah, I say stay in the best, stay in the best headspace that you can stay in, stay as positive, try to stay in a good mindset, a good mentality the best you can. At the end of the day, you feel me? Do the best you can, because like I said, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have, things that's going to piss you off in life, things that's going, like bad days, but you gotta Yeah, I feel that. Shout out Goku. What's up, Goku? How you feeling? What's the song, Goku? What's the song, Goku? Even though they might low key, I probably can't, cause they might copyright me though if I do play the song. So I'll probably, but I definitely probably listen to it though. I'm gonna look it up and listen to it though for sure. See what it's talking about. See what it's talking about. See what it's hitting on, man. I definitely do. Same here, Goku. I definitely do. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love and support for real. Y'all, listen, grind. Filled with pride. Don't say. Yeah, man, you gotta stay focused. You gotta keep grinding, keep making a way for yourself. Keep showing up for yourself, man. You got to. But yeah, though, y'all, man. I am finna get ready and end the stream. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, showing love. Everybody that tuned in and showed love, man. If you are new, make sure you hit that sub and that like button. Don't waste your time, your potential, your value, your life. Keep striving, stay focused, man. Do what you need to do in order to be successful. Never quit, never give up, man. I appreciate the love and support. I will be streaming tomorrow, man, so make sure you tune into the live stream tomorrow and show love. I would appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate y'all, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.